Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
got backdropping our days.
Okay.
You know?
Man, we're dog. Remember Caribbean Rhythms? Was it Caribbean Rhythms?
Yes.
What? With Rachel?
Yes. Rachel.
I love me some Rachel, boy. I knew I love light-skinned women when I saw Rachel on TV. Caribbean Rhythms?
Yeah, that shit was that was
Patra videos.
Patra used to be going crazy, dog.
I'm telling
she
you,
used to go bananas. Shout out to Patra, bro. God,
Red Lion.
God,
we're gonna move on before you go any further with your memories to
Super
number
Cat.
3. Oh my God. Number 3.
Shabba. My bad. I'm sorry.
Mr. Loverman.
Champion lover. We got tonight. Oh,
Oh my God. Number 3, the fashion. All right.
Got to hydrate. That's good. Let's get it, man. Y'all ready?
Let's get it, shout it.
Ready.
What up, my peoples, my mother, boop, blue, and motherfucking Bays people. It's goddamn game day. We back. It's the Quality Minutes motherfucking podcast.
Give it up. One of these.
Bays and blue.
Goddamn right. Go fucking blue. Shout out to y'all, man. We got my boy Speedy in the house. We got the lovely Miss Kita in the house. Your boy Yak, man. Quality Minutes podcast. Hello, everybody. How y'all been doing, man? You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. We back in the building, you know, still looking good as we always do. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, y'all looking good.
It has been a while.
Looking like fall.
Okay. Had to get the autumn colors. I try to bring it in.
You know what I'm talking about?
Definitely. I think in my old age, I'm starting to enjoy fall a lot more. Like,
it's beautiful,
I like
isn't it?
The foliage, the temperature. It's a good sweet spot. You know what I mean?
There's nothing like it, man. Like, I wouldn't give up the Midwest for anything. Well, I would.
Well, the winter.
Yeah, I'm about to definitely say that when
and
the
the
white
spring.
shit start coming out. I like the spring, though. I like the spring.
It's an extended winter that's gloomy.
Kind of, sort of.
No spring is the worst.
It is.
I like spring, man. Because it's
me,
right around the corner for it to get hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, well, I guess we do have extended ass winters like she said. But when it comes to the fall, man, when you wake up in the morning, go outside, there's a little frost on the car, just a little bit.
Yeah.
You can still be out there with the hoodies on. And
you can't be mad at light jacket weather. Like, I could do light jacket weather.
I agree.
Heavy jacket weather, I got a problem with.
Speaking of hoodies, ladies and gentlemen, livequalityminutes.com right now for your fall collection of hoodies and long sleeve t-shirts. And we got some beanies on there for those ears, you know, in this.
Also, if you listen up to this point, also subscribe. If you're listening up to this point, subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Just in case you didn't hear him, subscribe.
And follow qualityminutes.com. Yeah. But yeah, man, how y'all been, man? How's everything going, man?
Like Speedy said, I'm just enjoying this fall. It's been a pretty fall that we've had so far. So I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to catch a tailgating tonight somewhere because they're going to be partying all day. It's the State and U of M game.
Yes.
And of course, that's my alma mater, U of M, Maize and Blue.
Hell.
Really? Good for you.
And it's also the Ghouls and Goblins are out, man. It's Halloween weekend.
Freaks come out at night.
Dang.
Freaks come out at
Halloween
night.
Definitely the I look forward to see on social media the racist costumes because you always get some of those every year.
Black faces.
Definitely.
God. Please don't come out with a racist.
Shout out to white college fraternities.
Oh God, with the black faces.
Every year, racist party, hip hop party every year. Y'all, we y'all gonna learn, man.
And the same excuse. We didn't know.
Like, you didn't know what you didn't know taking polish and putting it on your face and buying a big afro. You didn't know that was gonna be problematic. Tyler,
I would also give a huge shout out to the parents this weekend. Make sure you wear your Air Maxes and good walking shoes for those who have to go trick or treating with your children. Because as I'm getting older, man, it's pretty tedious on the kneecaps when going up and down these goddamn driveways and up these walkways to get this damn candy that your kids shouldn't be eating. No way. Shout out to y'all, man.
Listen, you working harder, not smarter, bro. Your kid is old enough. You get her a friend. You better pull up in that car at the end of the street and be like, hit the houses and come right back.
Man, it be still hectic as hell on these streets when you try to drive and drop them off. You know how many people, the parents are doing that? It turns into a road rage incident right there. Like, hey, you better wait till my goddamn kid get out of the street.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna get into something that's on my list. Because we're gonna do the list, but that's a part of what's gonna be on my list right there, what you're just about to mention.
Because back in the day, we were loving Halloween and trick-or-treating.
Definitely,
and guess what today's topic is, ladies and gentlemen?
What is it?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore.
And someday, yeah.
Did you just jazz it up though?
Damn, I remember way back when.
Damn.
God damn. It's like a throwback Thursday, but on a Saturday, y'all.
Hey.
Back in the days.
80s babies.
Yes.
90s raised me.
Damn right, man. Shout out to the 90s, man. Shout out to these 80 babies who grew up in the beautiful goddamn 90s.
Mm-hmm.
The 90s. The days of Jordache. The days of used and damaged jeans. You remember the used and damaged?
Oh god, I do.
Poison
t-shirt.
Cross colors.
The Bad Boy Pistons, Rick Mahorn and Bill Lambier.
Yeah. British Knights.
Ooh.
Yes.
LA Gears.
Grandmama. With the Converse that had the gel in the back. You remember them gel?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get away from the door.
You remember Ray Charles used to do Taco Bell commercials?
Oh God. Remember Tyrese used to sing for McDonald's?
Come on, man. The 90s. You can't beat it.
You can't beat it, man.
Can't beat it,
Oh
man.
man. Well, let me tell y'all, I looked up a list because I got the list of stuff that made it to we're going from top being not the top, we're going to go from the bottom to the top. That's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top. And these are the things that made the 80s and 90s. Hold on 1 second. This is going to be for the bloopers. I just want y'all to know this. Okay. Okay.
What's the list about?
Get away from the door.
That's what it's all
about. Don't touch that door no more.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
This is definitely going in. This is definitely going in. What is
back.
the list though? What is the list?
For the little duns.
The East is
Gotta do it for the little duns. Got to.
Hey, sit your ass down.
Hey, they weren't taking the hint, and they know we're recording right now. This is God.
I was wondering because I kept hearing a knock like
the knock. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so anyway, the list. What made the 80s and 90s so great? This is the list. Again, start from the bottom, taking it to the top. All right.
Let's go.
Number 5. Number 1's gonna be top. Movies. Movies. Definitely. We got Coming to America.
Ooh, yeah.
Classic. The original, not the sequel. We got Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
we can name 90s movies all day. Ninja Turtles,
New Jack City.
Back to the Future, New Jack City. Come on.
Menace to Society.
Boys.
Batman, the original Batman.
Oh,
and
Joker
Superman.
With the long ass mag he pulled about
man, shout out to Jack Nicholson, man.
Shout out, man.
The Penguin. Who played the Penguin again? It was the Penguin on there.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito, yeah. Then we've got number 4.
Y'all, hold on, before that, speaking of movies, like the 90s, like late 80s, early 90s were a weird year for movies. Y'all remember like you ever seen The Labyrinth or like The Never Ending Story? You ever seen that movie?
Yes,
The
that was
never-ending story
scary.
was so fucking weird, man.
With
That
It was
Atreyu?
dog-
scary.
that flying dog thing still haunted me for
With
years.
Atreyu?
Yes.
Yeah.
For years.
Alcor?
People thought it was
What's his name? What's his name?
awesome.
Alcor?
Alcor, something like that.
Gremlins.
Just flying.
Yeah, Gremlins. It was
Leprechaun.
wild. Leprechaun. It was a
It was
weird time
Chucky,
for movies too. Chucky.
It.
Freddy.
Ooh,
Can't forget
Jason.
about my nigga
Good times.
Freddy.
Good times.
Yeah.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. What was you
All
gonna
right.
say?
Yeah, no, we had to do
Definitely
it.
movies.
Yeah,
Movies. Number 4, the music.
100%.
The
100%.
music.
Golden age of music.
Michael Jackson
At
and
one
Prince.
time,
At
at one
once.
time you had Michael Jackson, Prince, you had Whitney Houston making music, you had
Ooh.
Mariah Carey making music. Stevie Wonder was still Stevie Wonder. He always gonna be Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
Tupac, late 90s. Snoop,
NWA.
late 90s. NWA, Dre,
Man, the
Jay-Z,
classic, man.
Nas.
I got one for
Golden
you.
era,
I
yes.
The
got one for you.
golden era of music, fam.
I got one for you.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I ain't even got to say it. I'm going to sing it. When it's late at night.
Come on, man. Not the quiet
and
storm.
it's time to
Shout out to the
away. That was when it came out. The
Hey, man,
Quiet
give-
Storm.
Hey man, give us a head clap for the V98.7 joint.
Definitely.
Ooh,
You gotta shout out the Quiet Storm, man.
ooh.
Shout out to that, man.
I'll say one more and then I'm done. I'll say one more and then I'm done.
What's that?
BET and MTV had us on lock.
BET Uncut. I'm coming to kick it tonight. Baby, tell me what that thing smell like.
Nah, honestly,
Remember that shit?
of course, Black Jesus.
My nigga Black Jesus.
Black
bro.
Jesus with that
Shout
thing
out to-
smell like.
Hey man, give him the sounds. Clap it up for Black
Definitely,
Jesus.
definitely
Man.
shout out Black Jesus for giving us the classic.
BET
What
Uncut.
that thing smell like was the title of the song. If you've never heard it,
Listen to me, man. BET Uncut made me feel like rapping is okay for anyone. Like, it is a capable opportunity to jump in, because if they can make what that thing smell like, and it airs at 3:30 in the morning,
oh yeah,
but yet people are still watching from the beginning of this show to the end of it, and they were terrible videos. There were some terrible videos.
BET Uncut introduced me to one of my favorite B-side joints. Chopper style, chopper style, chopper style, chop. What you know about chopper
What about
style?
white girls going through my mind?
Yeah.
Uncle Luke and I Like Big Butt.
Oh my God. Sir Mix-a-Lot came out.
Sir
in our
Mix-a-Lot. Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Baby got backdrop in our day.
Okay.
bro.
Man, we're dog. Remember Caribbean Rhythms? Was it Caribbean
Oh.
Rhythms?
Yes.
With Rachel?
Yes. Rachel. Rachel.
I love me some Rachel, boy. I knew I love light-skinned women when I saw Rachel on TV. Caribbean Rhythms?
Yeah, that shit was that was
Yeah.
Patra videos?
Ooh, Patchy used to be going crazy, dog.
I'm
Hey,
telling
she used to
you.
go bananas. Shout out to Patra, bro. God,
Red Lion?
God,
We're gonna
damn.
move on before you go any further
Listen.
with your memories to
Super
number 3.
Cat?
Oh my God.
My
Number
nigga,
3.
my
Shabba?
super-
My bad. I'm sorry.
Mr. Loverman.
Shabba! Champion lover. We are tonight. Oh.
What's all this?
Oh my God. Number 3, the fashion. Ain't nobody ever gonna be able to bring back the fluorescent pink and greens like we did with the windbreakers and the fanny packs.
The windbreaker, the starter jackets, the
When you walk down the hallway, you hear
yeah. Hey man,
the
speaking of
matching
that,
toppers.
hold on. Speaking of that. Okay, this is for whoever it may concern. I had a Michigan starter jacket in 8th grade. This was in 1996.
Mhm.
I went out for lunch and recess, and we used to play in the. I can't even say in the playground. We used to just play pick them up, mess them up, and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to pick them up, mess them up.
I believe I gave my jacket to a female, and
You're not about to ask for it again, are you?
no, somebody stole my jacket, but I think she must have been in on it. So whoever stole my goddamn starter jacket back in '96, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. My mama never gave me another one of them. I was mad as hell, bro.
You cherished it, man. You cherished those starter jackets. I had
You
a
still
I had
holding
a
them
San
feelings.
Jose Sharks starter jacket. The San Jose Sharks. I'm thinking back to it as an adult. I'm like, why did I have a San Jose Sharks jacket? But then I'm thinking like it was probably on sale. Probably on sale.
Whatever's available on sale at that particular time.
Because I also had a Toronto Raptors starter jacket too.
I had the Hornet.
Purple boy. Purple.
The Hornet
you had the
too.
Hornet.
I had the Hornet.
Too.
I don't know why I had
that
it. Just the
turquoise
colors I
was
like.
hard.
Yeah, my boy with the Alonzo Mourning and Muggsy Bogues. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Shout
Feel
out
every
to the
piece of that
Hornets.
tumbler.
What about the scrunchies for the girls who had this much hair and had 25 different scrunchies on at one time, put into a ponytail?
The dookie braids.
Oh, hey, I missed the with the French bun. Remember
The French
girl-
rolls. The French rolls.
Remember them? I don't even know
Yes.
how women used to sleep.
One thing I
Man,
don't miss
like
about
this.
the 90s, the motherfucking bum ass bangs. Them girls had them thick ass.
Yes.
Yeah, that was real.
The layered
Stupid
socks.
bang.
The number,
Hey.
the different colored layered scrunchy socks you put
Oh,
together.
God.
The K Swiss, the BK.
Ooh, the K
Hey, do you remember
Sweezies.
those hats? They were like winter hats or whatever, but they were like tied up at the top. Remember them joints?
Like, yeah,
Oh, yes,
like
I
a
did.
Russian.
The kid
ear.
and play hat boy.
No. It wasn't like the over cover the ears. It was like a regular hat, but it was like cut off at the top, and it had like a string tied.
That's
at
what
the top.
it was. The House Party 2 hat. That's what kid was
Man,
rocking.
what?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
House Party 2 hat.
Yeah, that was
Shout out to House
definitely
Party.
had one of those. I had one that matched my San Jose Sharks starter jacket. My Jodeci boots.
Oh, the Jody. Remember
Oh,
they used to
yeah.
they used to put
Yes.
the bandages on the boot. You remember that? When they used
Man,
to put
of
bandages on the
course I
boots?
do.
The steel toe.
Oh,
They had
man,
some
what?
of them had a steel toe.
I got
No
a pair
wonder
of
my
Jodeci boots for
shins-
Christmas, so you couldn't tell me nothing.
My shins
Nothing.
are still aching off Jodeci boots. Nigga, them just was heavy as
Damn,
hell,
bro.
bro.
Okay.
What about the Fila
steel-toe
skirts?
boot.
Fila
Fila
skirt.
skirts?
Ooh,
Remember the Fila
Filas. I
skirt?
remember them joints.
Filas in general.
Yeah.
Shout out to Filas, man.
Crimped hair.
Shout out to the Jerry
crimped hair.
Stackhouse and Fila.
Yeah, the Stack Houses was out there back then. Oh my God, that's the Stack House.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh,
That's
God.
what I was about to
Polo
say.
shirt.
I remember back like in high school, late middle school, early high school, the Tommy Hilfiger, the Nautica joints. Ooh, with the
Jordans were hot.
Ralph
Hot.
Lauren
Weren't they
and
out there?
chaps. Remember chaps shirt?
I
Yeah,
do.
chaps.
I do.
Wait, were Jordans? Jordans.
Jordan's on the scene. He just started dropping, but he was early 90s.
I just remember people were
Jordan
standing
Jordan
in
just started
line.
really.
Jordan
Jordan really
always
started.
had joints, bro.
Yeah, he always did, but like moms and dads, like they wasn't just copying you some J's off the top at that particular
Right.
time because they wasn't spending that kind of money for them joints. Like, oh,
But
Yeah.
people
hell.
were around the corner, lines around the corner. Like that's when during the 80s,
yeah.
late 80s, early 90s, that's when people was like standing out in the rain, the cold,
Oh,
in
yeah.
corners.
I've been there for sure.
What about this? I'll give you one more. Now, this was for the hip hop community that helped to influence fashion. The Gucci, the Versace, the Louis. That's when it really started coming out, was the 80s and 90s. People
Shout out
having,
to
like,
Dapper
really,
Dan. Shout out to Dapper Dan.
wear that. Yeah.
Definitely. That was Dapper Dan who made those brands and brought
Yeah.
them to the hood and
For
made like,
us. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, streetwear
Yeah.
Yep.
and luxury and combine those two. Yeah. So shout out to Dapper, man. He was on another podcast recently and had some good
Yeah.
stuff to say.
And one thing I do appreciate about the 90s and 80s era was the family the families were more together,
Wait.
like because we had like maybe one TV in the crib, so you had to all come together and watch TV and shit like that.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what I'm
that's where I'm
saying?
going right now. That was number two.
Okay.
That was
Go
number two.
ahead.
That's why I said, oh wait,
My
you getting
bad.
there.
My bad.
Number two, the TV shows, TGIF Fridays on ABC.
Whatever happened to the sensibility? The milkman, the paperboy, the
Shout out to my nigga Steve motherfucking Urkel. Okay, we gonna start it right here, right now.
Oh,
Laura Winslow, and
the
for
first
anybody
toxic
who
woman.
that's
The first toxic woman.
toxic black woman we've seen on
We
TV.
canceling Laura. Hashtag cancel Laura. We starting it right now. Hashtag cancel Laura Winslow.
And I know y'all probably sitting back like, wait a minute, why are they attacking Laura Winslow like that? I want
For good
y'all,
reason.
for those who are around our age, just take a trip back in your mind to the Family Matters days. Okay.
Oh my God.
Steve Urkel was an exemplary young guy, man. He was a intelligent, young. He might have been, his fashion might have been a little bit off, but he's
A little bit.
everything. He was everything that a dad would want for his daughter to actually date. He was smart as hell.
Mhm.
He can hoop.
Yeah.
He was clumsy.
He might have been clumsy, but the nigga had a rap song.
He did have a rap song. He
made
had his
a
own
time-
dance.
He had
He had
his
his own
dance.
dance.
He made a fucking time machine. He made a
That's when he was cool. When the other him came out on the other end of the time machine.
But that's why we
That-
don't like.
see,
Laura,
that's what we
okay?
talking
That's
about
it.
right
See,
there.
See what I mean? You don't see.
Why
you
can't
sound like
Steve
Laura
be
right
cool?
now.
Right, you sound like Laura. See, Laura raised a population or demographic
God.
of young
Oh my
girls
God.
that saw
agree.
intelligent, smart young men who are doing well for themselves
Okay.
completely be ridiculed.
Ridicule. This man used to live his heart on the line for this woman.
Get out of here,
Episode
nerd!
Get out of here. Beat it, Steve. Go home, Steve.
You
And then her-
dweeb. They had different names. Dweeb.
Did they say that? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
they
this
used to be
shit.
punking him. And then she had the nerve to look. The boys that she did bring home used to be so
It was
leather
horrible.
jackets, and these niggas
Yeah.
was thuggish. She
They
used to be
smoking
crying.
cigarettes.
This nigga
Ew.
Steve,
Ew.
Toxic.
this nigga
Toxic.
Steve made himself into Bruce Lee to fight niggas for Laura's expense.
Do you remember that episode? He turned himself into Bruce Lee because she was getting harassed at the pool hall.
And
He
went
went
in there
into the
beating
machine,
ass.
made himself into Bruce Lee and went there and start cleaning up them niggas.
For the love of a lady who didn't even like him because he was smart. What the fuck was that?
Wait. Okay, let me say this real quick. I have to say this. So I'm gonna run this down real quick because what you just did, I have to say this. Wait.
I didn't know what the
We had The Different World, Cosby, Martin, Living Single. We had
Uh-huh.
60 Minutes came out. Murder, She Wrote, if you were with your grandma and she was watching at that time.
Definitely.
We had New York Undercover. We
Quantum
had Boy Meets World.
Remember Quantum Leap?
Quantum Leap. That was
my
my stuff.
shit.
Quantum Leap was on the list.
Dang.
That was my stuff.
Twin Peaks.
Ooh,
Yes. And X-Men cartoons when you came home from school.
oh my god.
Remember?
The cartoon selection
And
when
the
you got home.
Batman. Yes.
Hey man.
Okay.
That cartoon
Unmatched.
it was unmatched. That cartoon selection coming home
He-Man.
from school was amazing. Yeah.
He-Man,
Skeletor
G.I.
used to be the
Joe.
most disrespectful villain ever. That was my guy. Right
But see,
Thundercat.
here's what I appreciated about those old school joints. All right. So you had in these cartoons, it was a group and it was a villain and it was
Yeah.
somebody who did bad. And the group had to come together and figure out a way to defeat this evil.
Yeah.
All right. Before the world was destroyed, before the world was taken over, before they would not let evil win or
Right.
these villains be victorious in these cartoons. That's what I could appreciate. They were fighting evil. I don't know what the hell kids are watching nowadays.
And then they had shows that actually dealt with day-to-day shit. Like you had people who wanted to clean up the planet and Captain
Yeah.
Planet,
Definitely.
the Planeteers.
Oh,
You
The
had
power is yours.
they had
Power Rangers.
the people who were sensitive to people's feelings, the Care Bears. Remember the Care Bears? Bro, they used to touch issues that
The
today's society
Smurfs.
is not. I didn't even understand what the fuck the Smurfs. I think the Smurfs was a racist ass cartoon, to be perfectly honest.
But they cleaned the planet. They cared about the planet.
They cleaned the planet, did they?
Yeah, because there was times that Gargamel tried to pollute it, and they would try to clean it at times. It wasn't every time.
Yeah, we need to do we gotta do an episode like what the fuck was the Smurfs' purpose?
I don't know. Hey, but what was y'all's favorite cartoon movie? What was your favorite cartoon movie? And I didn't realize. I'll give you mine in a minute. That I didn't even realize was my favorite until recently.
Favorite cartoon movie? Like actual like animated kind of, or just
animated movie, cartoon movie. What was your favorite?
Oh, that's tough. I'm going to have to say
Cinderella.
I wasn't really a Disney movie fan, man.
But I'm a girl.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not to be stereotypical, but back then gender roles were heavily influenced, and Disney captivated little girls through the princesses. So let's keep it real. Cinderella was out then. I was watching the heck out of Cinderella.
Oh, no doubt.
There's Pinocchio.
All time. Ooh, what was your favorite, Speedy? So let me see if I can feed
my favorite movie was the Goofy movie.
Oh.
And just recently, I was just reading like on Black Twitter, somebody came out and said like how the Goofy movie was about a Black family. And I'm like, that makes sense because I love the Goofy movie. It had Tevin Campbell in there.
It was a good movie. It was a
single dad. Goofy was a single dad.
Yeah, man. He was trying
he was.
He left it all out there for a son, man. He was a goof. He was a goofy.
DuckTales.
Goofy was about
just thought about that. DuckTales.
A Black family. But I love the Goofy movie. That's like my favorite.
I didn't think about that. He was a Black dad.
Yeah.
You know what? Damn, what would be an animated movie? That's tough, man.
Charlie Brown didn't have an animated movie, did it?
Yes, actually it did. I would have to say Charlie Brown Christmas, man. That was my shit right there. You can't go wrong. That's a classic there.
Definitely.
And like I say, with the 90s, like we were able to come together as a family, like I say, because every house probably averaged maybe 2 TVs total throughout the whole house. So certain days on Fridays, they had that lineup of good quality. They had the Black Family TGIF,
Saturday morning cartoons.
They had places that you can go and enjoy yourselves, like motherfucking Showbiz Pizza.
Oh, wait,
where a kid can be a kid.
Wait. Those scared me. Them things that
Dang, definitely, my man.
The gorilla was a black man.
And they just moving like this. That's all they doing. And their eyes was scary as ever.
Singing their ass off.
My nigga, the gorilla from Showbiz Pizza, bro. He was actually just a black granddad who just was sick of it, man. He just looked so pissed off when that curtain opened up. Like, God damn it, here we go again.
Who was Major Magic's people? The gorilla was
she had the
motherfucking
Fox.
The Fox.
Walrus. It was a walrus.
She had the bodysuit. She had the pink bodysuit. She was hot in the pants.
She used to sing, I'm talking square biz to you, baby.
Did she used to sing that?
She was not singing that for real, was she?
Yeah, she was. She used to throw down. Hell yeah, she used to be off the Tina Marie going crazy.
Come on.
Then Chuck E. Cheese had all of them had them balls, them germ holding bacteria pool of balls. Ball pits.
God. Why are we playing in so many balls? Pause.
Yeah.
But you know what? The ball pit was a real influential time for us. You know what I'm saying? Because that showed you it was like the Roman Empire inside the ball pit, bro.
It was
you get a leash.
It got vicious
Sparta
in there.
up in that boy. You had to be a vicious warrior to come out here. Because it was you or whoever you came with against the world. It was just a Royal Rumble.
It's three kind of people in this world. It's people who didn't go in. It's people who went in and they stayed on the perimeter.
That's me.
And
then it's the other person who just got in there.
Oh, let's fucking go. It ain't matter.
As soon as I saw war happening, I was
Slamming
out.
each other.
That's why I stayed on the perimeter. I was
Listen.
out.
Because around
Bro.
that age, we were averaging probably about 8, 9, 10. If you were anything below that age or higher, you getting
Stay
work. I
out.
don't give a damn.
Stay
Hey,
out.
keep your baby, get your kids out of the pit. If we didn't,
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
we power bombing people in the balls.
Everybody's getting it.
Clothesline. We're doing wrestling
Yeah.
moves.
Or somebody's old teenage cousin gets in there like, you are too big, sir, Jamal.
Man, it was
Be
times
here,
I
man.
thought I was,
Jamal.
it was times I thought I was gonna drown in the ball pit, bro, because it would be so
It
much
was
rumbling
hectic.
going on, and people just
It was
stepping on
hectic.
top of you underneath the ball. Just can't get out.
Hectic.
Can't get out there, bitch. Like, oh, I can't
Life lessons,
breathe.
man.
I
Life
can't
lessons,
breathe.
bro. Life lessons.
Bro, you thought you were in some water, bro. You could not breathe in the balls, bro. It used to be hot. Don't get lost underneath the ball pit because you're trying to get out, but the ball pits you keep sliding off, so you can't.
Oh my God. I got stuck one time, so I know that feeling. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, anxiety.
But
Talk about anxiety.
that's why I stayed on the
PTSD.
perimeter.
Have your hand up, trying to somebody grab me, please, please.
Speaking of playing, that's number one. Number one was the toys. We had the best toys. Game Boy,
Oh, yeah.
Genesis,
Action figures, action
Definitely
figures,
action figures. He-Man action
Atari.
figures.
Batman action figures,
Nintendo.
Oh, don't even talk about.
We had
the
Teddy
good ones.
Ruxpin. Don't play with Teddy though.
Hey,
Like
I never had one of those.
you never had one.
I
Teddy
didn't like talking.
I
And
used to beat the fuck out of my
fucking-
Teddy Ruxpin. I used to throw him. I used to live in a duplex, and I was always into wrestling, WWF. They had the Sunday Night Heat and Saturday Night Fever and all that shit. Like Saturday Night Superstars used to come on, Hulk Hogan days and all
Yes.
that.
You remember
So
the
I just-
wrestling dolls?
Ooh,
that's what I was gonna say. The wrestling
doll.
dolls. Yes. Wasn't it the
always-
stretchy? What was the
Man,
stretch
yep.
man?
They had the
Yeah,
stretch
those.
one too.
Oh, you talking about
yeah.
Stretch Armstrong?
Stretch
They're him.
Armstrong. They had Earthworm Jim was out in those days. Damn, Earthworm Jim.
Dang.
Battleship. Oh, Super Soakers.
You know what?
Super Soakers.
A Christmas present.
Nerf guns.
Oh man, a Christmas present I've always wanted. I still might get myself was a WWF wrestling ring bed. Remember them? That's one of the
Oh.
wrestling ring bed, bro. I felt like any kid who ever had one of those you were the best kid ever. You won.
Ever.
Listen, I just thought about it because I believe in like social conditioning. Like we were literally conditioned to grow up to be violent as hell. Like we just
no doubt.
like
No doubt.
like from the ball pit to like wrestling
Looney
dummies,
Tunes.
Looney Tunes, guns, like Nerf guns. We were literally training like target practice, shooting at each other. Like
Yes. Well, that
Super
and
Soakers,
strategic.
they got
That and strategic with it because the Battleship game was out. You had to be strategic. So not
Oh,
only
yeah.
are you being violent, you got to be strategic.
I didn't learn how to play Battleship till I was like 19, bro. Like, god damn.
Really? I
That was a
love
little advanced for me.
Battleship.
I wasn't fucking with Battleship
I
like
used to
that.
play all them games, man. Battleship, Connect 4,
Ooh, the Connect
Rubik's
4 used to get
Cube.
serious, bro.
Connect 4.
That
My
Rubik's
family
Cube I
had
never
fights
saw.
on Connect 4, man. We used to be scrapping. Uno games used to get
Oh no.
Classic.
strenuous. Oh,
Classic.
golly.
I'm
Man,
about
that
to say something that y'all can't relate to. Easy Bake Oven, My Little Ponies. I had like buckets and buckets of them.
Oh, I can relate to Easy
Cabbage
Bake Ovens.
Patch,
My
Town
sister,
Puppies.
I fucked up 2 of her Easy Bake Ovens, just putting shit in there, just trying to cook shit. I remember them joints. They used to make some dog ass brownies out of them joints, though, for sure.
That's
They used to try to
wild.
make, and you know what's crazy? All the I feel like ladies' toys, like girls' toys, used to like program them to be either cooking shit or
Homemakers.
modeling
Yep.
and being homemakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or babies,
crazy.
like Baby
Damn.
Alive. We had Baby Alive. We had
Yeah,
Cabbage
be
Patch
mothers
Kids.
and-
Things like yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna
4
teach these
kitchen
boys how to
sets.
be aggressive and physical, and we're gonna teach these girls how to cook, clean, and take care of babies.
Buy my daughter a full kitchen set so she can wash dishes.
Yeah,
Make
come on,
di-
Emily. Let me teach you how to dry these dishes a little bit
Make
better.
imaginary dinners as a
Jesus
kid.
Christ.
Jesus.
Full course meals.
How to host
Full
dinners
course.
and tea parties.
Hey, they also like with those. I think about that all the time. Like that's what makes our generation that much better, because the toys that we actually had, we had to bring them to life with our imagination. You know
Right,
what I'm
that's right.
saying? Like, you could take my TV away, as long as I got a room full of action figures, nigga, I can have fun for
It
hours.
was go
man.
time.
It was good.
It was go time.
Go to your room.
My mom sent me
Okay.
to my
All
room.
right.
It was go time. Like, all
less.
right, well,
What you doing in there? Nothing.
Don't
Shit,
threaten me with a
can't-
good time.
I can't do shit else. Don't take me away. Can't cut off my imagination, can you? Nope.
definitely couldn't, bro. You listen, you give me, the big long wrapping paper, the little
Oh,
cardboard
man.
tube on the inside. You give me one of those,
Man,
at least
it's-
2 hours. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm out of your hair.
Yeah,
A sword, bro. A sword. It's Donatello's bow,
man, you in that
telescope,
motherfucking
everything.
Yeah.
lightsabers.
Lifesaver.
You in there
Definitely.
fighting imaginary people and shit,
Bro,
man, having a
Don't
great
give me
time.
no cardboard cylinder tube.
Nigga, my pillows were the best wrestling opponents of all time. You hear me? I used to have wrestling events in my house, nigga. Jumping off my own bed on the floor too. Ugh, what the fuck is you doing? I'm having WrestleMania right now, man. Leave me alone. SummerSlam 98 going on right now.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. So basically, I'm hearing throughout the whole list I gave and us having a good old time remembering things and laughing about it, family. There's a lot that comes right back to family.
Yes.
So when it comes to family, let me ask y'all this question. What are your fondest, give me one of the many you have, fondest memories regarding family that you cherish that comes from the 80s and or 90s? Pick one.
Can I go first? Can I go
Yep,
first?
go ahead.
One of the most charitable memories I have of my family would be our Saturday evenings. My mom would get us, my dad, that's when he was around, and we used to all get together and go to Ponderosa or Ponderosa, Bonanza, or the Sweeting House buffets, and we all just come together. And I remember eating as much chicken as possible. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to Ponderosa chicken.
The wings,
Yes.
baby. Hey, clap it up for the Ponderosa wings, man.
Definitely. Hold on. Got
man.
to.
Yes. Yes.
To you young whippersnappers, you wouldn't know nothing about wings, okay? That's why we are so judgmental of the wings that we have today. Because when you went to Ponderosa, you were going to get a amazing quality wing, okay?
Definitely.
Yep.
Every time you got there, you knew goddamn well if anything else was nasty, them fucking wings were
wings
gonna
was
come
on
in the clutch.
point.
Yeah.
Dog.
That's
Every
true.
time.
Amen to them goddamn wings. Whoever produced those wings, the seasoning, something. Hey man, holla at
The
your boy.
crunch.
Definitely. Shout out Mr.
crunch.
Ponderosa or Mrs. Ponderosa.
Whoever
Listen,
you
we
at,
appreciate you. Wherever you, we salute you.
thank
Quality
you.
minutes, man. You put
Quality.
in your time.
Yes, you brought families together with them
Word.
wings, baby. Chicken brought it together. You hear me?
Definitely.
Lord. What about you, Speedy?
Man, my favorite family thing. So I always love holidays, but I have some fond memories around Halloween.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
Greg and I grew up in the same neighborhood, but like we had some dope them streets would be packed growing up, man. I mean, it'd be so many people. And my mom she was like super mom. She did it all up, man. She used to buy like the pumpkins.
Yeah.
She would have us like, do little jack-o'-lanterns and stuff.
Fire.
Dress us
fire.
up. But then the funny thing about like Halloween in Michigan is it's cold in October. So you got a cold little outfit that you couldn't wait to put on for Halloween, but you about to put a jacket over it.
The triple fat goose over that bitch. Because it's
So
snowing and
nobody
raining.
knows what you are. Like, what you supposed to be, son?
And this was the time where our parents knew that we had enough friends in the neighborhood. So, like we were talking about just driving a car. Nah, go ahead out there, go on out. All right. And we just mob and we'll start off like, because if you're not familiar with Michigan and Detroit area, ladies and gentlemen, we got our streets are miles. So we could start off on 9 mile and then end up damn near on 12 mile, just straight trick-or-treating. Like you was getting so many steps
In the cold.
Oh, no doubt.
What?
You couldn't feel your fingers or toes by the time you came home, man. With that goddamn we had the pillowcase.
Yo,
Yep.
definitely the pillowcase.
You know what I'm saying? And we were just getting busy out there for Halloween. Shout out to
Yeah.
the trick-or-treaters out there
Definitely
who
shout
still
out,
trick-or-treat,
man.
man.
Cause I think like my neighborhood is pretty big, the neighborhood I live in right now, but it's not like that everywhere where it's just a bunch of kids out and it's
Yeah.
families and people sitting out in front of the house giving out candy. But my neighborhood is pretty like they really into it around here. But that's what I
good.
miss. I miss Halloween's growing up in Michigan and like going to school. Remember going to school with your costume with you?
Oh
If you
man,
had it.
I'm gonna kill their ass in the morning when I get to school,
Ooh,
boy.
they ain't never seen a ninja like me. Never.
Man, it used to be more community, like man. Back then, people used to be outside, man.
People's
That's-
outside, man. Literally outside.
It's outside, man. What about you, Keita? What's the memory you got from them good old times?
Well, you took one, so I'm glad I had two of them because you named literally all the places except you said Sweden House. I remember there and Country Buffet, Old Country Buffet.
OCB.
Oh yeah, and
Yes.
so my family used to always go over the weekend, like it was a Friday, or if it wasn't a Friday, it was a Saturday out to eat. I never did do Halloween trick or treating, but I watched and I've seen, so I can relate through seeing the optics, through
You
seeing
never
through
went
other
trick or
kids.
treating?
Well, I did when I got older, but I never was
Oh.
taken by my family. My family didn't believe in it. They didn't celebrate it. So now my fondest memory were the sleepovers for me. Because I used to have, my brother would have his friends, I'd have my friends, and my dad, I get my crazy love to prank and scare people vibe from my dad. My dad was the prankster of pranksters. He knew back then, RoboCop, the movie, he found like a RoboCop helmet and a RoboCop arm. And so he would cut off all the lights. Like we'll be sitting there, and it became so popular at my house that people like the slumber parties would get stupid big because people always wanted to stay the night. So the first time he did it, we were all playing games and watching TV, and then the power went out. My dad's an electrician, so he knew how to like cut the power out. And he cut the power out, and then all of a sudden we saw a light, and we hear shroom, shroom, and he's walking slow, and he's got the stuff on. And he was like, "What kids am I going to get? The couch is glue."
That sounds pretty terrifying.
And so we were scared as hell at first. We were screaming. Then we all caught on. Me and my brother, of course, are used to my dad's tactics. So we trying to calm everybody down, like run and hide. So it became something where everybody had to hide. And if he found you in the dark, you had to run before he got you and get on the couch. The funny thing was our staircase went like a L. So in the dark, if you're running, you know, and you're not paying attention, it never failed. Our stairs killed almost every person. You heard, and you know, like an episode of Family Guy where you see an arm over here with somebody fall and a foot.
Why would y'all
Chasing
set
children
why
at
would y'all
night in the
set
dark?
kids up like that? Like, why would you?
But think about this though. But they kept doing it. We kept running. Y'all would go to the ball pit and damn near kill each other and drown each other. This was the 80s, 90s. We were built for this craziness. Like we would take a licking and keep on ticking. Like
the ball pit had a little bit of a cushion. Yeah,
well,
that's
the
not like a
stairs they were
staircase.
carpeted. They were carpeted.
It's still stairs though, Keita. You know, that's kind of.
You are
you
not
sure that-
about to make out my house to be the danger zone when you just sat up here and talked about drowning in a ball pit
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
killing.
touche.
killing damn
Listen,
near
I
10
got a
people.
lot of trauma associated with sleepovers, man. Because especially with big sleepovers, because you couldn't be the first to fall asleep.
Somebody fucking with you the
See,
whole
See, that's
night.
somebody-
them boys.
Because
We never
somebody
do that as
gonna do
girls.
something like awful to you, hot sauce in the mouth. They gonna
Dog.
water, throwing water on your face. Just awful stuff happening,
Yeah,
bro.
man, people
What
are
about trying to
terrible
stay
friends.
up and see the sun because you thought that you were grown if you stayed up till it was morning? What about
It was
that?
you had to survive. You had to
Yeah, you
survive.
had
well,
to.
the
for
night.
y'all.
It was a tough goal. Yeah, it was a tough goal. Like if you ain't had no nap earlier that day, or you just came straight over, you gonna be tired as hell. You trying to fight it. Your eyes will be
throwing back
red as hell.
pops.
Just
Throwing back
stay up.
pops, like just
There-
taking shots of soda.
everybody
mama
looking around
see
the room.
you.
Who want to sleep first? Who sleep first? You hear that
Your
first
mama
snore?
see
It's
you.
going down.
Oh, we see Greg. He's sleeping. Let's get him.
I ain't sleep. I ain't sleep.
So
It's
basically,
awful. It's all on
So
top
you're
of that.
telling
Like
me-
I didn't like the dark either when I was a kid, man. And people used to mess with me, bro. Hit the
Yep.
light, throw the my cousins used to throw the blanket over my head, like just
You be trying to get
So
off.
you're telling me, so this is what y'all telling me. So this is what y'all
Trauma.
telling me. Sleepovers was like training for a marathon. Y'all would take like your mama see you taking a nap and y'all getting ready. She's like, what you gonna say? I gotta get ready. I gotta
Survival.
get ready. Like
no
that's
doubt.
how it was for y'all.
Yeah, no doubt. Because you knew when you
Okay.
get to it, when you got to a sleepover of your best boy house, your homies in the crib, first thing y'all gonna do, what games you got? It's going straight to the game. Boom. No, actually, you're going to the toy section. You're going to check out the toys first because you know everybody had a toy bin, big as
Yes.
hell.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to the toy bins, nigga.
Yep.
You got to
It'll
peep
be-
the landscape. You got to
Yep.
see what games. You got to see what the toys looking like. You got to see what VHSs they got. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? What kind of
Oh, the
movies can we
VHS.
jump on? Oh,
It was kinda like an
we probably
interview.
going where we getting pizza from because it's probably gonna be pizza.
The pizza.
They'll let you know if you was gonna be friends with a person for a long time throughout their category. Like if you got like it's like a checklist. You go to his motherfucking room, check out what movies like what? You ain't got motherfucking Ninja Turtles? Ah, this nigga
Definitely.
tripping. All right. Okay, you got G.I.
Ghostbusters?
Joe.
Primo's
All
Pizza,
right, we can
Papa
get on that.
Romano's Pizza.
Ooh, the
Where-
little
where'd y'all get the pizza?
Bambinos.
Oh, the Bambinos from was it
That
Papa
pizza,
Romano's?
Papa Romano's. Yep.
Yeah, we used to get the
Dang.
Hungry Howies with the motherfucker.
What about Primo's?
I
Y'all
miss
had
Hungry
Primo's in
Howie's.
Oak Park.
the garlic butter crust,
I
baby?
miss Hungry Howie's, man. I love Hungry Howie's.
So y'all never did, and it was in your neighborhood. You never did Primo's. It was in Oak Park.
Hell yeah, we did Primos. Hell yeah. But see, Primos was more of a that wasn't my that wasn't well, it was. Yeah, my mom used to order Primos like a motherfucker. She did. She definitely did. But we wasn't even worried about eating, bro. It was just
It was
straight
all
go
about
time.
that go time.
Drinking, popping, going in. That's all it was
Going
about,
in.
bro. Going
Wow.
in. You know what I'm saying? I used to love
So-
those times, man.
What is it that y'all think has been missing about family? Because if we're given all these memories from the 80s and the 90s, whether it was about what our family, like you said, Ryan, you said your mom was like super mom. She did it all. She was always involved. My mom was the same way. Even when my parents divorced, it still was like she was super mom, doing a lot. What is it that y'all think is lacking today that doesn't allow for such family camaraderie to happen like what we were used to?
I say, one thing I would say, we miss a lot of those black sitcoms, man. That shows how families can come together and you know what I'm saying, be strong and deal with issues. Like, we miss a lot of that. And a lot of us been tarnished over the years now that we saw like a lot of shit now. And you know, you hear the stories about, you know, unfortunately the Bill Cosby and all that type of shit. But those kind of sitcoms used to build me to be like, okay, it's not bad to be a black guy who has a family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we are definitely missing that kind of content in today's society for sure. For sure.
What about you, Speedy?
I don't know. That's a good question. What is the family missing right now? I think we just mentioned it, from going to Chuck E. Cheese to sleepovers, like being in the same space with one another and being around each other and connecting personally. Like, I think that's what we missed, because we had opportunities like that. Greg mentioned it too. Like, you only had so many TVs in the house. You know, if you had more than one TV in your house, and when you watch TV, you did it together. Like,
Yep.
you know what I mean?
One room,
I just
living
remember-
room action.
I remember, you know, I was, you know, with my grandma when I was going to middle school in Detroit, and like I remember eating dinner with her and my grandfather every night, like without missing. Like, she just, even if it was leftovers, we were at the table eating dinner every night, watching the Power Rangers and the VR Troopers, bro.
Ooh, the VR Troopers.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
just
just-
spin-offs of them kind of shows.
Bruh.
God damn it.
So quality minutes with your family, like
Yes.
being in the same space with your family, man, not just on the phone and on FaceTime, but like being with people.
Yeah, it wasn't no cell phones. You had that one house phone with the cord that goes all the way through the crib. Ooh,
Yeah.
Star 69. Ooh.
You will
Oh.
never know betrayal like a three-way call.
Oh yeah. Hey,
You
man,
will
don't
never
say
know
nothing.
betrayal.
Don't say nothing. Push the mute button.
Dang.
Ever.
Shout out to the three-way. Damn, man. Shout out
Hey,
to
definitely the
caller.
three-way, because I can remember, like, you know, because if you could call like a girl or something, with your
Yep.
man's on, like it gives you a little bit of extra, like, all right, my man's is here, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my shot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yup. And your man's be helping you interview her ass and see what you can get about her.
yeah.
I know
Then you told me in social studies that you kind of like him. Remember we was on
Remember
the
you said
playground.
that? I told you. Did I tell you that? Did I tell you? I told her to just come say something to you. Why you ain't just say something?
Ryan tried to get me with a 3-way call one time. I would never. What was his name? He was trying to battle me on the Bible.
Nobody was trying to get you on a
Yes, you
three-way
were.
call, man. Come
Yes,
on.
you were.
Battle
Yes,
with
you
the
were.
Bible.
Listen
This is
to her
slander.
thoughts on the Bible and this and
This is
that.
slander.
I have. If you go get your wife right now, she's a witness to the conversation. Now he's trying to act like he don't remember, Greg.
She a witness to what conversation?
We were reminiscing on how you got me on a 3-way trying to get me. Pardon, because you ain't put me under the bus.
What does my wife
I bought
have
a
to do
ticket.
with
I
it?
was
She
riding that
wasn't-
motherfucker. You and I were reminiscing. It was your wife, my then husband, and we were talking about how you were trying to battle me on the Bible or something, or find some indiscrepancy with my thoughts or views on it. It was so stupid, but we were so young. And you
Please
had,
don't
and I
talk
cannot
about
remember his
religion.
name. He was that
Man,
real short, dark-skinned dude. It doesn't matter. He
Chris?
tried it. Yeah, he
Listen,
tried
I don't
it.
know. We had a bunch of petty arguments because you're so stubborn.
No,
just
you were
can't-
petty for that.
Like,
you called me.
You know how many
I
petty
didn't call
arguments
you.
we've had like that? It's just some nonsense.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you called me and you tried the 3-way thing. That's all I'm saying.
I think
we
that
talking
might
about
have been
3-way.
true. I might have been like with Chris or somebody.
Yeah, I'm about to
It
say
was
that
like-
sounds like Chris. That
Yeah,
sounds
let me
like
let me call Marquita, see what she talking about over here.
Yeah, that
But we was all-
Anyways.
we was
That
all
sounds like
we was all on some shenanigans.
Anyway, mine. Okay, so what do I think is missing? I think that, especially with inflation and everything happening, and I think sometimes we were talking about this a little earlier before we started, really. Speedy and I were talking about how women had society on their neck and they didn't really have an opportunity to grow. Back in the 80s, to say that you were a secretary, that was big. Oh, she's a secretary for the big man, for the big boss, over at GM or Ford. And it was like, that was the pinnacle that most women were able to reach because of society. Now, society has shown, we're second in line of power for the United States of America. You know what I mean? Like, we're able to grow because people have taken their foot off of our necks. And I think that some women are trying so much they don't mean to keep up with career, that maybe along with society, like men who are absent in the household, or even vice versa, if women are absent, because there are some men who are full-time fathers and the women have left the house. You're so busy concentrating on just surviving, having to pay the bills, especially with this recession we're in, that the United States is yet to admit we're in, but we feel it. I think that you're trying to just keep your career going. You're trying to keep food on the table, that you're not given the time at the end of the day to spend that quality time or give those quality minutes. It's not that you're trying to ignore, it's that you're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And sometimes things have to take the back seat. And right now, society isn't putting family first, they're putting the foot on the necks of families and not allowing us. Look at how women, when they have babies, I had a C-section. I was given only 6 weeks to be out. 6 weeks.
And bring
And
your
I was
ass
cut
back
in
to
half.
work.
And I was
back
cut in
y'all.
half, and then or 12 weeks. Oh, 3 months. But I'm still recovering from being cut in half, damn near. And my baby is still relying on me. And you want to
Job
tear
rips
him or
you from
her
your
away.
infant.
Right. But if you go to Switzerland or Canada, even, you get a full year. Sometimes you can play it to 2 years off and be home with your family and still secure your job.
And the dad can take leave too. Dad can take
Yeah.
paternity
Yeah,
leave
that's
as
true.
well.
Yeah,
in a lot of
so
those countries.
So I think that the fabric of family was like we were talking, TGIF Friday. That made families come together on a Friday. That made families sit down and laugh together and talk about some of the episodes that may have been serious for that day. You know, but they're not allowing for these things to happen because we're so busy trying to survive as parents.
That was, like I said, that was the only time in life that we were able to all sit down and actually come together on one show, and we all have different aspects, and we'll be able to talk about what we seen on the show and how you felt about it. And I can't wait to watch with y'all next week. And it used to build anticipation to be with your family on Friday. Hey man, I gotta chill with the family on Friday.
I couldn't wait till that music kicked on. That music kicked on about what?
That piano.
Yeah. And you know what else about the 80s?
But hold on, but the also what you mentioned was like watching those shows is they had like really cool topics and they addressed like real deal stuff. You know what I'm saying? You remember
finding joints in it?
Yeah. Remember when Carlton Banks was on meth? Remember that?
Oh yes, I do.
Crazy at
that
the
nigga
school
was
dance.
high as shit.
He was going crazy
there. Remember the racial profiling boy when
Eddie Winslow got racially profiled by one of
I remember that.
Fresh Prince when they thought they stole the Beamer and the motherfuckers trying to lock up Will and him like, we caught the perpetrator. Those are not perpetrators. Those are my son and nephew. You're like, did you call their lawyer? No. Well, I'm their lawyer. Did you call
that was
dad?
Shout out to Philip. Shout out to Uncle Phil.
Man.
Remember?
But I do want to say that also, as far as like the women go, those days were actually one of the top times where women were empowering women. It was UNITY. We had strong women like Queen Latifah and MC Light and Yo-Yo. And then it was also like Arrested Development trying to bring the culture together. And
Tennessee.
Brand Nubian and Tribe Called Quest. They were just trying to bring the black community together.
African medallions. Remember them?
The leather boy. Remember the leather, the beanie joints? Come on, man.
Definitely.
Man. Our time
was pride. It was pride. It was pride in where you came from, man. We still canceling Laura though. We still definitely canceling
Laura. Look.
Oh my God.
Let's go back to that one more time. Now listen.
No, let's not.
Just hear us out though, Keita. Listen, just hear us out. Just hear us out. Okay, now. Hillary Banks is also on that type of level too. We ain't forget about Hillary Banks either.
Yeah.
We don't even want Hillary.
No, but still she's a part of it because she was toxic as hell too. Okay.
She was dingy as hell.
These particular characters were toxic as shit to black men. Okay. These are great men that they were going after, trying to be great men. This nigga, Hillary had a nigga jump from he went bungee jumping trying to propose to this broad.
Look,
it took all that.
Hillary,
will
you know, and then Laura only time Laura showed Steve some love is when Myra came in the picture. Shout out to Myra's. Shout out to ones who
shout out to the Myras.
R.I.P. to her.
Who
see the greatness in a man when this other
what he
chick
looks like on the outside.
Exactly.
She cared about the inside of this man, his brain. She was attracted to his intelligence.
She was a sapiosexual.
She was great and she was fine. Rest in peace, Myra. Rest in peace. Thank you for being genuine and not being so damn toxic. And she's the chop into Laura for being a rat. You know, get away from my man, Laura, you little rat. That's what she wanted to say, but she didn't say it.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't remember that.
and y'all wonder why like men, you know, they're always trying to be so hard, or they want to be, you know what I'm saying? They portray themselves in a certain way because these are the women. This is what we thought women wanted, right? We thought women wanted a man with a whole bunch of money. We thought
you're not lying.
You know what I'm saying? Because all of their boyfriends, they was always bad dudes with leather jackets.
Leather jackets.
You know what I'm saying?
And just badass dudes.
Captain of the football team who was rude to everybody.
Yeah, pushing him out the way, knocking his books out his hand and shit. These niggas ain't even passing class. They just slapping it. Hey, get out of the way, geek.
Geek. That's another one. They just came up with names. Geek.
Oh my God.
You jerk. You jerk.
So what do y'all think we could do? We could do. Y'all stupid. To help to bring back as best as we can, because society is not allowing for it. So what can we do that you probably have tried yourselves to incorporate into your families so that you could bring back some of that closeness that society isn't promoting as much or allowing us to promote within the family?
Well, in my household, we used to do it a lot. Well, it's kind of different now since I'm on midnights, but we try to do Sunday fun day as a family,
I
where
like that.
we just my wife cooks a good meal and invites family over. The different generations of the family will be over here just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And every Sunday you just do that. You know, have some good music, good vibes. And,
Uno.
yep, playing some hot spades or some dominoes, and I think it's important at least to do at least a couple times a month, you know, just to bring back that family essence. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. About you, Speedy?
I would say, like have meals with your family. Have meals. That's
Ooh,
something like
Deep.
my wife was really, really pushed pretty strongly. Is like if she's cooking or somebody's cooking, like we're gonna eat together.
that's dope.
And
Yeah,
so at least one time a day, we're gonna share each other's space and we're gonna have a little conversation, but
that's
have meals
dope.
I
together, break
like
bread
that.
together.
I
Gotta
like
break
that.
bread, and you got to hydrate.
Thank
I
you.
break bread, ribs, $100 bills.
What you say over there, Keita?
For me as a single mother, who unfortunately has to carry a lot because my co-parent isn't as available as he probably would even like because he does midnights too.
Mhm.
So the kids are really always with me. But even when he has the time, he's mentally drained, he's strained, and he doesn't know. And it's not always going to be easy for every parent, let's be honest. He doesn't know, bless his heart, how to come out of self at times to give to them because he's so empty. His well is so empty. He tries at times, and I appreciate those times, but because he can't, for me, I make it to where I at least eat with my children 3 to 4 times throughout the week. And I say try to instead of saying I do, because unfortunately, we may be rushing doing something. So we might be eating in the car while I'm running errands. And by the time we get home, it's time for bath, checking homework, and maybe I'll read a bedtime story. So where I can't eat with them, I'll try to read a story with them. Where I can't eat or read a story with them, I'll sit down and I'll spark a conversation on something that is boring as ever. My children are 4 and 7, and not their conversations aren't always going to be on my level, but I make it to where they feel important. I'm going to be the best Academy Award performing mother that there can be. Really? Oh, wow. I really don't care about Roblox, but I'm going
Not at all.
I don't even follow
No.
what you're saying when you use some of the terms you use. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, you did a zippity zap and Spank said, what, like, I don't
Hey,
know
these
what
kids
you.
get smart though. When they know you don't know what you're talking about, they be like, no,
But
no, no,
that's why I
mom.
said the
No,
best
no, no, no.
Academy Award performance,
Yeah,
because
for
I
sure.
will ask questions like, oh, so who is Skip? Skip is what character in
Oh my
Roblox?
God,
Oh,
mom, you don't know
wow.
Skip.
Yeah.
God,
And that's how they talk to me. So now they're engaged. Like, let me tell you about Skip. You
Yep,
didn't know.
yep,
So
yep.
now I've got them engaged. And through that, I can ask certain questions like, do you play Roblox with any of your friends? Also, like, do y'all meet? And it helps me to get into their heads and know how, they connect with people and how their day went. And I always ask as soon as they come in the car, how was your day, babe? What you eat for lunch? I always start that off because I know they're going to be excited to tell me about lunch. Then I'll be like, how was recess? Because everybody wants to talk about recess. Then I talk about, tell me one thing you learned new today. One thing, So I try where I can't always fulfill the same role of eating wholesome meals every night or reading a story every night. I try somewhere as a single mother to make them feel special and important in that I care. That's the best that I could do. And every Friday, we do movie night. Every Friday. And if we can't do Friday,
Nice.
we do Saturday. So they sleep in the bed with me. We sit down, we pick a movie, something new. It could be from my time period, the 80s and 90s, the best. Or I do something new that's come out and we fall asleep in the bed, eating popcorn, watching a movie together. That's what I do religiously every week, at least
Making every
Friday, if
minute
not
count.
Saturday.
Yeah.
I have
Would
to.
it be wrong to tell your son, hey, listen, I don't really care about Roblox, but I'm really care that you care about Roblox, and I'm happy that you care about Roblox. Is that? I mean, is
I've said that.
Yeah.
I've said, mommy doesn't understand anything you're saying, and I'm not really going to get into Roblox because that's your thing. But I
Okay.
do want to know about how does
Okay,
it function?
yeah.
What's this new game that you want to play today?
Mhm.
How does that function?
Yeah.
And I do
I
that
want
because
that.
some of these games have hidden agendas. So
Yeah,
I
because
need
some
to
Roblox
know.
games got some shit on there. Yeah, because it was a few
Yeah.
years ago. There was like a porn thing on Roblox.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
And he'll
They
tell me,
always
he'd be
find a
like,
way to
Mom,
be sick. Yeah, they always find some
Yeah.
sick shit or some shit, man.
and he'll grab it. He'll be like, Mom, come over here. I'm gonna teach you how to play. I'm like, nope, that's not my thing. Mommy's not gonna get. There's just some things you're gonna be better at than me, vice versa. But I just want to know how's this functionality? How does it go?
Mhm.
And
But- You bring up a good point, and you mentioned your children's father and how he spends a lot of time at work, and that really it brings me back to the reason we started Quality Minutes is that it's not necessarily the quantity of time that you spend at work, but it's the quality of the time that you
Yeah.
use in your daily life. Like what's the sacrifice if you're spending all this time at work, or you're spending all this time trying to earn money when you're missing out on your family, or you don't have anything left to give your family. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't tell people what to do with their time, but I can say like, what does quality look like in your life? You know what I mean? What does a quality minute mean for you, in your life? So,
Yeah.
You just got to make every minute count, man.
Every
That's
minute.
what it's all
Every-
about, man. Quality minutes, man. Quality
So-
minutes.
I'm sorry, I got something in my throat.
It's
Give me
crazy
some
that's bad.
content. Give me some content that we could probably.
I got some content since we keep it on the 80s and 90s. John Singleton movies, ladies and gentlemen. If you got kids around these ages right now, I would really say, because I went back and watched Boys in the Hood and A Menace to Society. The portrayal of a young black man in the mid 90s were ruthless and rugged. I'm telling you, but there were definitely gems that you could get out of these movies. Lawrence Fishburne was a top actor at that particular time, and he used to hit you with some straight gems, especially on Boys in the Hood. So I would recommend Boys in the Hood or any John Singleton movie, man. Because
Give me two. How about we do two today? Give me two.
Two of 'em?
Don't just
Okay.
don't just do one. Give me two.
Okay, I give you Boys in the Hood, and then I also give you oh shit, I want to say I give you Jason's Lyric. Fucking, I'll throw Jason's Lyric out there. A black love story, man. Black love, baby. Yes.
Shout out to Black Love Stories.
Yes.
Love Jones.
Yes.
Jason's
Man.
Lyric. Best
Love of
Man.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely Black Love Stories.
What about
What
you, Speedy? Give me two content.
I got two for you. They're both gonna be TV shows. First is A Different World. Man, listen,
Clap it
I
up
could
for this, a different world, please.
definitely gotta shout out Different World.
Name me one of
I can watch A Different World anytime. Like if I've just got work to do and I just want to throw something on the TV, or if I can't find anything to watch, like I can watch A Different World. And the performances and the acting by a lot of those young black actors, man, like I don't think Jasmine Guy gets enough credit for her role
Nope.
as Whitley Gilbert. Like she don't talk like that in real life,
At
like,
all.
but she
At
owned
all.
that character, bro, and she
Yeah.
did such a good job playing that character. And they were such
For
real
a long
characters.
time. For a
For a
long
minute.
time. Yeah.
But they tackle some real issues on there, man. And so
Maybe
I
you want to
learned
go
a lot.
to a HBCU.
Definitely. So that, and then also Batman the animated series, man.
Oh,
Listen,
my God,
if you
that
didn't
was-
watch Batman, another like child cartoon, but a lot of like adult themes, like
It
real
really was.
That joint was serious.
If you didn't get into the one thing, if you weren't interested in it, it gave you some goddamn great nap time. I'm telling you, because Batman was so serious, and when you got out of school,
So serious.
yes, so Alfred,
Oh, that was good. That's good.
Alfred, where's the Joker?
Oh man.
Oh,
It
Mr.
got
Master
serious.
Bruce. Hello there, Master Bruce. It was so slow after school. Like, damn, you was thinking of some old. You went from Animaniacs to Batman, the animated series.
Yeah.
My nigga Batman was so serious.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, that was the shit, man. That was the
Man.
shit. That was the shit, man. What you say, Keita?
I'd say, since we were talking about, oh
I don't
God,
like that sinister laugh. She just said, "Hey, here comes some shenanigans."
since we were talking about Showbiz Pizza and Major Magic and all that, and about how scary the puppets were, just to make our audience laugh, check out Willy's Wonderland. It is Nicolas Cage. It's a horrible movie, but it's not a horrible movie. It's a horrible movie, but it's not a horrible movie, and it's circling around that, and it's just going to bring, for people our age, back to an understanding of why this movie is kind of like relevant to some degree. And then that's just for laughs. That's just for laughs. Like on a night where you have a nice brew, wine, too many shots, put that
Got to
on.
hydrate.
You got to hydrate, and you're going to be loving it. Second thing is, go and watch some of these old shows. Like, take it back to the cartoons for your kids. Some of these cartoons were appropriate.
Yeah.
They weren't
Darkwing Duck.
Oh my God. Like,
Let's
they
get
weren't
dangerous.
Darkwing Duck. When there's trouble, you call DW. Come on, man. My
This
bad.
nigga
My
was
bad.
so much
all of
trouble,
that.
man.
Oh, remember we had all of that, the SNL
It's
the
all
SNL
that. Yep.
version of us. But here's the thing. Also,
Life is like a hurricane here
here
in
in
Duckburg.
Duckburg.
That's
Jesus Christ.
The SNL was at
My
its
bad,
peak
my bad.
too. No, you good. The SNL was at its peak too. Take
Yeah.
it back to some of these old shows, like Stevie Wonder. I don't know if y'all saw this. Stevie Wonder did a skit where he was taking pictures of people. Stevie Wonder, and he was getting it all wrong everywhere. And then he played tennis, wasn't hitting the ball.
man.
Like, everybody's so hypersensitive today. Something like that
Listen.
wouldn't be shown today. But back then, they did skits like that, and it was
That's hilarious.
it was hilarious, and it was genuine and authentic. So take it back to the old school. Watch some of our
Yeah.
favorite shows from the 80s and 90s,
Definitely.
and
Hey, man.
definitely SNL. Those were the peaks.
Two
The
things.
Cheers to
cheerleaders
that.
on SNL. Remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
cheerleaders?
Cheers to that.
and
Yeah.
Mango.
Will Ferrell.
And he
Yeah.
was hilarious. Hey, I was watching the Hot Tub Lovers. Hello, lover.
Oh, what was
Hey,
the
that
Lover
thing was
Man? What was the Lover Man with the
hilarious,
Cavassier?
Oh, that's the ladies man.
The
ladies
man.
Yeah. So
What's
take
that
it back
nigga
to the
name?
old school. Go back
Oh,
to some of
yeah.
these old
Oh, but-
shows. Watch them.
One thing, okay, we gonna have to one day we gonna have to really tap into this Stevie Wonder thing, okay? Because
No, come on, man.
I'm sorry, man. We're gonna have to. We gotta. It has to be talked about, bro. Because this nigga Shaq. I was watching one of his podcasts, and Shaq said he sees this nigga on the elevator, and Stevie Wonder says, "Hey, Shaq, go kill him tonight." Nigga, how do you know that Shaq? First of all, you know Shaq is on his elevator. Second of all, how do you know he's going to tear? Like, come on, Stevie. It's just certain shit that you be like, come on, man. I think we talked about it when we was in the mountains. Like, nigga, how does Stevie Wonder know these things?
Oh God.
I don't know.
How do you know that the leaves turn a different color in autumn? How do you know?
He,
I don't know. I just
Didn't
know that
he-
man can. I know that man can write some music. That's all I know.
How does he write if he can't see a pen?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
I get it.
I don't care.
I
Like,
don't know.
It's some deep questions right there with Stevie. I'm telling you, it's some deep questions. It's some shit that
You were
Stevie
high when
seen
you thought these things, weren't you?
because I look at Ray
100%.
That's like saying, how did people start knowing you could eat shrimp? Like, where
Because I
did
can't-
somebody say
But see,
shrimp is
I'm just
okay?
going off of people's
is
stories.
delicious.
I'm just going off this people's stories of Stevie Wonder. Nobody had these same stories with Ray Charles. Nobody saying that Ray Charles was like, "Yo, bro, have a good game tonight." No, they knew Ray Charles' ass was blind. He didn't see shit. But Stevie, on the other hand, he all over the place.
So let me ask you, what'll
Swing
happen?
on Mike Epps.
What are you gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Like, what are you gonna do if you find out Stevie
He's not
Wonder
blind?
can't see?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What's your response gonna be? Are you gonna storm the Capitol?
No, I'm not gonna be a vigilante. Lord have
You
mercy.
gonna-
I'm not gonna be one of those guys. You know what I'm gonna do?
Oh,
I'm gonna roll me up a blunt
Mm.
and I'm gonna listen to Ribbon in the Skies.
Like I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh my
I
God.
got you, man. But
Well-
ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tapping into another beautiful episode of Quality
Definitely.
Minutes Podcast. If you have any comments and anything that you
Definitely.
can add to the 90s, baby, please feel free to comment below. Send us an email, a DM. Make sure you like, subscribe, share Quality Minutes Podcast, Quality Minutes LLC on Instagram, Quality Minutes on Facebook. The merch is on livequalityminutes.com. You know what I'm talking about. Shit. I don't even know what else to say. Go blue. You know
Go
what
blue.
I'm saying? We got a good game tonight, man. I just hope it's gonna be a good game. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't talking no shit, but I just want a good game. We love y'all, man. You know what I'm talking about.
All
Love
right,
y'all mamas for
definitely.
having you. You feel me?
All
You know what I'm
right.
talking about?
All right. Go to livequalityminutes.com. And since we're in the 90s, let's get it. All right, hold on.
About to say something?
Turn it up.
Are we Thriller? Or is this Ghostbusters? Hey!
I think nigga Slimer.
It's something strange in neighborhood.
You should have had the Bobby Brown song at. Where the Bobby Brown at?
Yeah.
Something strange.
You got it. Ray Parker Jr. from Detroit.
Who you gonna
Talk
call?
about the Bobby Brown song.
I know, but I gotta shout out my man Ray Parker
Something
Jr.
weird. And it don't look
Hey man, y'all be safe out there. Check that candy, cause these motherfuckers is crazy. Be careful with your kids out there trick or treating, man. From all of us to all of y'all, man. Love, peace, hair grease, and sticky bed sheets. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
my
Bye,
God.
guys. Bye.